So what up? It's your brother from the ancient mother, Vijay Nakasa, and we're here for yet another Headspace album review, project review, music review. Today, I'm talking about a very unique and special artist, a brother by the name of Simphiwe Mabuya. Goes by Simphiwe Sim Mabuya. That's why you can check him out online. And he's got this exquisite project called Perceptions. Let's go into it. Now, firstly, where can you place Sim in this dynamic, vast world of hip-hop? Sim hails all the way from HEQ, a PE, at Gqeberha, so he's a homeboy, but he's currently settled in Cape Town, so he's been doing his moves, navigating around the hip-hop scene that side. So it's a nice little balance. You can hear that this is an MC whose lyricism is coming from a different place, and I guess that's why it's kind of not typically Spaza, but in a way it also kind of is, because he's so thoroughly embedded in that the dynamic is clear. He's definitely a child of Spaza. He's definitely somebody who comes from that lineage and tradition of Xhosa MCs who want to tell vivid, illicit stories about the township life and just about the whole black experience. But one thing in particular, and I appreciate Gqeberha, is Perceptions delivers a level of sophistication that I've never heard from Spaza. Matter of fact, I'm coining it. Sim makes sophisticated Spaza. It's like 3 months cup with champagne. It's incredible. It's like and here's what I mean by it. The production. This man has taken delicate attention to making sure that he paints a vivid, soulful picture of the world he's trying to create. I mean, even before he says anything, the album really speaks for the kind of stories he's trying to create. He's got beautiful production. Like, it's crisp, the quality, the mixing, the mastering. So just adding his dynamic, energy into this project brings about an element that just makes it so easy to listen to, because it's that easygoing, smooth, jazzy sound, and even in its most edgiest moments, it still manages to have this, soft appeal. It's smooth on the ear. It's that kind of project you can pop in, drive, listen to if you're doing your domestic chores or duties or whatnot. It's a really full, holistic project to listen to. Why am I saying that? First and foremost, the title, Perceptions. It really speaks for what the brother goes into. He goes into his life, who he is, and I mean in depth. It starts off with this beautiful interlude, which you realize is his mom speaking about the kind of child that Sim was, and it maintains that same consistency of bringing you into his world with these sound bites of very intimate and specific kind of messages. Sim is an artist with a deliberate message. His activism, his hip-hop is very education oriented. Matter of fact, he's got a track called Imfundo, produced by Adon Gil, who we haven't heard in a minute. Sim got a Gil beat, and that for me is impressive. He got beats here that really, like I said, this is sophisticated Spaza. Cause it's Xhosa as a language is very sharp and rough around the edges and very poetic, and so it's beautiful to hear that kind of needle sharp, acute sense of linguistic sonics met with something so mellow and soft and bouncy. It's just, yo man, the relationship that this man has with his instrumentals is what I think a lot of MCs strive to do, which is to do more than just rap on the beat, but to connect with the beat and have a relationship where your vocals and the instrumental just blend so easily. Plus, he's a good songwriter. His hooks are solid, they're catchy. He's not trying too hard. I mean, I think one of the most difficult thing to do is write a hook. The borderline to being corny can be crossed very easily, but Sim delivers his music with a lot of integrity. Like I said, he knows who he is as an artist. He knows his identity. He's this pro-black, Afrocentric, warm, approachable, and intimate dude who's letting you into his life his perceptions, his ways of looking at things, and he clearly gives you his directives on a whole list of issues, from growing up without a father, on the joint to dad, and love, you know. So he really, from the emotional depth perspective, gives us all of him, and he does it in a way that's just so believable because it is his story. He's not parodying a typical rapper stereotype, because you know, as MCs sometimes we tend to be so influenced by certain kind of rappers that even when we tell our own stories, we do it in a format that just takes away who we are. And what I appreciate from this project, the man speaks from a place of real personal experience. He does it in a style that you can tell he's really honed and fine-tuned. Yeah, you can pick up some of the immediate Spaza influences, but as an MC, he truly is a man of his own in his own way. His voice, his subject matter, and his approach really sets him apart. And I think as an artist, he's very holistic. Check him out online too. His aesthetic is proper. So all in all, from VJ Nakasa, man, I'm giving this project a 9. I'm giving it a 9 because if you like that boom bap, if you like that punch you in the gut, feel good, rapidy rap, let's talk about life, let's talk about everything in this goddamn universe, but let's do it in a way that's jiggy, let's do it in a way that can give us some groove, then you'll definitely love Perceptions. And also, it's difficult to make a quote-unquote boom bap album that doesn't sound outdated. Man, this project has a texture that is so modern, but it has a definite vintage influence. It has a definite drum, boom, bap influence. It's in your face, and I appreciate this project, and I think if you appreciate that sound, you'll appreciate it too. So that's the audience, and if you're that kind of hip-hop head, if you like that kind of rap, check out Perceptions, check out Sim. I personally am thoroughly impressed. Shout out Sim. This has been the Headspace Music Review. Shout out.
How do you know where to start? But to speak from the heart, Gqeberha ugila. Veli phepha ndifuna ubhala usiba lwami ndifuna ukhala. Uzutsho ubanda kutyola, I think buthanda utyola. You never played your part, zipha inkomo zamalobola. That's why ties a cut up ukhoya hope uyasola. Nditsho ndingenaxhala, ityala zange labola izoba ngathi ndithatha ikali, isilonda zange saphola. Umama ibingutata wena bukho nakwisithombe, yeah, ungandolatha kodwa inkaba ngezo ikhombe.